Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing another update for the deck of panning project pan. I have my notes and my deck here, so let's jump into it. So first we're going to start with figuring out what progress I have made on items already in this project, and then we're going to hopefully be able to roll in some new items. But first, if you are new to Deck of Panning, I will have my intro video linked down below and hopefully up above. And that'll kind of just give you an idea of what kind of project pan this is, because it does run slightly different from other project pans. But if you don't want to go watch this, go watch that. I'm sure you can catch up and figure it out just from watching this. All right, so we're going to go in order of what I have written down here, and we're going to see what my goal was. Did I hit it this month? How many items are we getting to roll out, and how many need to get rolled in? That's the fun part. So first, I have the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Sailor. This was actually rolled in January. This was in my very first Deck of Panning roll in, and my goal was to use this 10 times, and I finally did it. I finally hit it this month. You can see that there's a little bit of a dip in there. Well, hopefully you can see. And I'm enjoying this. I'm glad that I rolled this in, because otherwise I would have kept forgetting about this product. I'm hoping to keep it more accessible so that I'll continue to use it, because I do enjoy it. I just tend to forget about it. And that is what I'm wearing in my inner corner right now, and it's just very lightly in that. So the goal was 10 uses. I hit my 10 uses yesterday actually, so we are rolling this one out. Yay! Next on the list was also something that was rolled in January, and that is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Mint to Be Shadow palette. I rolled in this whole palette with a goal of using it 30 times. I believe this one was like random uses, and I used a random usage thing and it got me to 30. So I had to use this whole palette 30 times. And this last month I used it 9 times, bringing the total uses to 14. So this is still staying in. I am finding a better appreciation for it through using it, but I am also finding that I need to use it with other palettes in order to get more use from it. I am also wearing this on my eyes today. I am using the two matte colors in here. Then for a long-term one, I had rolled in January the OFRA highlighter in Star Island. This is one of my favorites. This month I used it 15 times, bringing my total uses to 30. And the goal for this is to use it 100 times. So I've still got a long ways to go on this one, but I am starting to make a bit of progress. I don't know if I will hit pan. I might hit pan with that 100 uses, because I still got a ways to go. So that is staying in. Then rolled in for the February was this iconic London Ultimate Bronzing Powder in Light. This thing was another long-term use goal. I needed to use it, let's see, 75 times or hit pan, whichever comes first. And so far, I'm not close to that pan, but I did use it 19 times this month alone, bringing the total uses of this one to 32. And I am also wearing this on my face today. So that is staying in as well. Okay, next up, rolled in last month, so from March, the OFRA Cosmetics HD Volumizing Mascara. This I am wearing on my eyes today. My goal was to use it 15 times, and I hit my goal as of today. Yay! I will say I'm glad that I rolled this in, because it let me really form my opinion on it. I don't like it. This is their older formula. This is not their newer formula that just released. So this one, I'm glad that they made a new formula, and I'm hoping to try that one soon. I had high hopes for this when I originally got it, and honestly, I just don't personally like it. It's too thick of a formula. It's too clumpy. and it's really hard for me to get an eye look I enjoy with it. Like I worked really hard to make these eyelashes today not clumpy and not uneven, like super uneven. Like I said, I had very high hopes for this and have definitely determined that this is not a favorite of mine. In fact, I don't even like it at all, which is so sad to say because I love OFRA. I love their company, their people, most of their products. I don't like this. So I'm hoping to try out their new one soon, but we hit our goal on this, and so it is getting rolled out. So we're at 2 to get pulled in today. Okay, the last item that I have here for an update is the Tarte Face Tape Foundation in the shade 12N Fair Neutral. And this item here, we had a goal of 10, and I have only hit 4, unfortunately. So I'm still forming an opinion on this, and I know that once I hit that 10 goal, I will have an actual opinion on this. So I'm going to save that for when I hit that goal, but this one will continue to stay in this rotation. We are rolling out 2 items, which means we get to roll in at least 2 items today. So if you are not familiar with how this works, you get a deck of cards, you make sure it has at least 1 joker in it. Well, most people do just 1 joker. If you want to do 2 jokers, go for it, but the joker is like a really crazy card. Some people love it, some people hate it. I haven't received it yet, so I won't know until I do. But we're gonna draw 2 cards. The game board I will have up here or up here, whichever side fits better. And we're gonna see what we're gonna get. So the Ace, King, Queen, Jack, and Joker cards all stay the same, but the rest of the game board, so all the numbers in all the numbers actually change every month. Sometimes there's props from the previous month on it in different locations, but it's kind of like there's a list of prompts that are picked to go in there. So sometimes you get the same prompts as before, even though you picked a different card. I have my deck here. I'm gonna shuffle this up. I am the world's worst shuffler. If you can see this shuffling, you'd be appalled. If you can hear it, you're probably just as appalled. But I'm gonna shuffle and then take the first 2 cards, possibly more depending on what is drawn, because there are a couple cards that tell you to draw more cards. So we're gonna see what we got. So we're doing at least 2. I'm gonna shuffle just a little bit more. Okay. Do I feel good about this first card, or should I move it? I'm gonna stick with it. All right, let's go. First card is the 9 of clubs. 9 of clubs. I don't know what that is. We'll find out together in a minute. And the second card is, ooh, a Queen of Hearts. Oh no, is this another long term? I think the Queen is a long term. Hold on one second. Okay, the Queen of Hearts is not long term, so I'm glad, and we're gonna keep it in there. So we have our first 2 cards. Let's see what they are. Queen of Hearts, which is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I'm gonna pick a product from my collection that I think I'll have no problem hitting a goal on, and also give it an easy goal. That should be pretty good, and that'll help make sure that next time we definitely have something to roll out. And then the 9 of clubs is going to be, the 9 of clubs is a wish list dupe. I don't know that I have anything for this. I'm gonna have to think about that while I look through my collection. I'll be right back. Okay, so after looking through my collection, I think I'm going to use the skip option today for this card. And it is because I really can't find a product in my collection that is a wishlist dupe. So I'm going to have to use a skip thing, which I hope doesn't make this even harder. So we're going to set that 9 aside, and we're going to take the next 2 cards. So the way the skip works is you have to then pick the next 2 cards and figure out a way to combine those into one product. This could be difficult, but let's see. So we have 2 of diamonds. Okay, don't know what that is. And a 3 of spades. All right, let's see what those 2 prompts are. This could be hard, guys. Okay, so number 2 is most recent purchase. 3 of spades is a controversial brand. I don't want drama. I don't know. Okay, I have to look through my collection and see if I have something that is a controversial brand, and then my most recent purchase from it. That's probably what I'll do. Okay, let me look. Okay, guys, I think I figured it out. So first, for that Queen of Hearts, which is the Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, I need to bring in a blush because I keep going to my favorite blush, which is the Too Faced I Will Always Love You blush, and I love this stuff and I will never stop using it, but I need to force myself to use something else. So I'm going to bring in the Iconic London face palette, but not the whole palette, just the 2 blushes. So these 2 blushes right here up on top, I normally actually combine them and then use them. I don't use them typically by themselves, so that's why I'm bringing in the 2 of those. I think by doing that, this will encourage me to use other blushes and it'll help me get through some of this product. So this is the Iconic London. Oh, I just dug my nail in that. Grand. So those I think will be pretty easy to use and it'll encourage me to use something different. And then as far as the usage goal, that is also supposed to be very attainable. So I'm going to keep it at 10 because I use blush every time I use makeup, no matter what. So I know that 10 will be super easy. So I'm going to use those 2 blushes 10 times total, not each, but total. If it'll probably end up being each, but who knows. All right, then the next thing that I rolled in were these 2 cards. The first is newest purchase. No, what am I doing? I messed up again. I don't know why. Okay, I was reading this as a heart, not a diamond for some reason. So this is actually favorite brand, and this is controversial brand. I can't speak today. Okay, so combining these 2 cards, which you can see the prompts clearly up here. Hopefully I'm doing this right this time. I am going to do... I'm really afraid to say this because what if I am like not fully understanding the situation and I'm putting more controversy into the world? I don't like that. But okay, so I'm gonna go with Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Lip Gloss in the shade Sinless 544. It is this bright pink. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to go first with this card, controversial. I do believe Wet n Wild is one of those brands that has mixed opinions on whether or not they are cruelty free. And I believe, and I hope I'm saying the right thing. If I am not, I apologize. I truly do. But from what I'm remembering, I believe the reason why there's controversy is because while they are cruelty-free in the United States, the products that they sell in China up until recently have not been, is my understanding. And that's why I believe that a lot of creators who refuse to buy anything that's not completely cruelty-free weren't buying from this brand. That is my understanding. I might be wrong on that. There are plenty of drama videos you could probably go watch to find out the truth, the full story, but that is my understanding of it, and that is why I'm bringing this one is in for the controversial side. Now, mixing the controversial with my favorite brand, I do think this is the only brand I currently have that is really controversial, but I don't know for sure because I don't really watch all the drama. Of course, the big dramas I hear about, but I really don't have those brands. So I think this is the only one I have, and I think that's why I gotta pick this one. Now, this is a bright pink. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing, but it is difficult to use just in everyday stuff. So I am going to give this only 10 uses. I think that that's going to be a struggle, but I think it's gonna be fun. I think I can make some pretty good springy looks with this. So these two items are coming in for 10 uses each. And yeah, so hopefully my goal next month is to actually roll out 3 items at least. I think that's doable, but you'll have to come back and see how that goes. Hopefully I didn't confuse y'all too much with the constant changing of the cards. I followed the rules. I just misunderstood. I just read the prompts wrong. So that's why there were some changes. Anyways, I hope this all ended up flowing together for you guys, and I hope you enjoy this. If you are doing a deck of panning, let me know below whether you are recording it or doing it just on Instagram or just doing it for yourself. Let me know what cards you pulled. I'd love to follow you along in your journey, and I hope you'll continue to follow me along in my deck of panning journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a video very soon.